Welcome back, everybody.
And happy holidays, too.
Indeed.
It's holiday season here in the United States, and I guess around the world. Hanukkah started last week. We got Christmas next week for those who celebrate Christmas. Just all the holidays are happening. So thank you guys for joining us here. We're a little festive. We're kind of decorating a little
the camera's not in the right place to see all the lights I just put up.
I know, the fancy light. But we'll fix it for next week.
Yeah, because it's going to be our Christmas episode, our 2-year Christmas Eve celebration.
Yeah.
We're going to have some giveaways, too.
Oh, yeah.
So better be here.
Yeah, let's talk about that really quick before we jump in, because you guys know that we love to give away games all the time. And we actually have a little bit of a plot twist. So let's talk about the winner from last week's
plot
stream.
Twist.
The plot twist here is that Gator Dave won again with Rococo and another game he already had, and he so graciously offered to let us redraw. So Rococo is actually going to Danita Hersey, and then Doom Imperium from last week is going to Wes Hannah. So congratulations, both of you. Please email us at manvsmeeple@gmail.com to get your prize. And thank you guys for Eagle Griffin, who sponsored that. And then as Dune is Direwolf and Renegade, right?
Well,
kind
no, it's just Direwolf.
Or just Direwolf.
Dune is just Direwolf.
Okay, just Direwolf. Well,
and Legendary, but Direwolf is who donated the copy.
That was a fun
which is
game.
Nice. And today we will have a giveaway copy of Gates of Mara.
That's right, which you see right behind me, which is what we're playing today. And of course, a big thank you to Game Toppers. Are they still running their sale? Or are they just have things on sale?
I think it's over now, but yeah, you guys should totally check it out. And I totally lied. For our 2-year anniversary, I do have all kinds of photos I'm bringing of all the cool stuff I've got at home of our table and better visuals of our table so you can see it in its whole glory.
Yeah, basically don't miss next week because we're going to be playing as Santa Claus and giving away some stuff. I'm not going to say everything we're giving away, but I'm going to say that you don't want to miss next week's episode.
Is it because we haven't decided what all we're giving away?
Well, we have a lot. If we could give away as much stuff as I want to give away, we'd be giving away like a winner like every minute. So, we'll figure out exactly.
That's a lot to manage.
It is a lot to manage. However, anyway, next week, Christmas episode. But this week, Gates of Mara. We're playing this. It's an area control game, kind of. It's an area influence game that can play up to 4 players. But the great thing that I like is it does play 2 players without any kind of variant or dummy player or anything like that. You're just going to basically be using a smaller board, so to speak. You guys will see what I mean here when I set it up, because it's not really a board. We have these 3 little basically tiles that go out, and each one of these tiles represents a different realm. And you have your Chaos realm, and then you have your other 2 realms. And we actually have another shot set up here so you guys can see things kind of from an angle. You've got Kira's player board right there in front of Kira, because you can see that the standees that you're placing out, we're looking at everything from the top down. So what's important for that is the shapes of the minis, but also the way that the standees just look really cool. And there are monster standees out on the board as well.
Oh, look, I can do this and they can see what you're talking about.
Yeah, they have different shaped bases, basically.
And that means they can only go to certain places, which we'll get into here in a second.
Yeah, this is a worker placement game, and these are your different workers. We're each going to have the same basic set of workers, but we are different species, basically, or different races. Kira has the dragons, and I have the ants.
The ants.
I don't know if that's fair. Dragons versus ants.
Hey, listen, we're all equal. We have the same base sizes.
That's true. They are human-sized dragons versus human-sized ants.
But
so I don't know what would win in that situation.
They aren't equal in their abilities. So
That's
I
correct.
don't know if you guys can see. Well, no, they can't really see.
You can't really see our player boards, but basically every one of your workers costs a certain number of energy to place out on the board, and we all start with 11 energy. And then each one of them has different abilities. Our merchants have the same basic ability, which is to generate influence in a space. And our enchanters have the same basic ability, which is to come over here to this enchantment board and get some bonus cards that we'll talk about. But then our specialist and our leader and our champion all have special abilities in addition to that. Our champions can put out these caravans into spaces, which are pretty good. And then a leader can...
I can show my board to the other camera if you want.
A leader can basically...
Caravans.
Yeah. They're the ants from them, then they might have a chance. That's true. That's It's a classic sci-fi movie. Oh yeah, you can hold that up. So your leader can generate some special resources for you, and then we each have a specialist that is different. My specialist can spend extra energy to gain extra influence, which is that area influence aspect of the game. Kira's can spend extra energy to go somewhere where somebody already is. So her specialist can't be blocked. It just costs a little bit of extra energy. Now, the really cool premise of this game is that we are going to be upgrading these workers over time. You'll see that there is some space underneath each one of our player boards, and there are all these cards. We have some cards out on the board, and then we have some cards out over here that are enchantments. These are going to slot under our workers and make them better. So in future turns, when you place a worker out on one of the spots, they're going to trigger their normal abilities, plus any abilities you have under them, plus any abilities of the space you went to, and any abilities of the deity or god, basically, that you're worshiping at that space. So you can trigger a lot of different abilities in this game. There are 3 deities on the board, or actually this guy is called the Wanderer. His ability changes every round based on a card we'll draw. And then you have the Wind Elemental here. Whenever you visit the Wind Elemental, he gives you 1 free resource. And whenever you visit the Water Elemental, he lets you exchange your influence control for victory points instead. You're going to see a giant pile of victory points over here, and that's basically how you win the game. Now we're trying to earn influence in each of these 3 areas to place our tokens out there, and you'll see how that works. And at the end of the game, whoever has the most tokens is going to get extra points. Whoever collects the most keys, which is a special thing, we're going to get a
special thing.
We're going to get points for that. Yeah, and then you're going to get points for your resources. And there are 4 kinds of basic resources that represent the 4 different elements of the world, and then a special black onyx resource that is very hard to get, but is worth 3 points per. So it's pretty.
1 for the regular elements, 3 for the onyx. That's
right.
Very good stuff.
And if you notice, we talked about
it's a wild, if you were wondering.
Yeah. We talked about the different spaces out on the board, and you'll notice that this is a circle, a square, and a triangle, so any one of our people can go there. This is just a square and a triangle.
Except for this guy.
Yeah, and then this is just a triangle. The only person that can never go out onto the battlefield is the enchanters. They can only ever come to this enchantment board.
Because their bases are hexagons, just like the enchantment board.
And in a 2-player game, we can only go to the first 2 spots of the enchantment board. So we're not both going each time. We'll see what happens.
All your token R belong to us.
All right, so I actually randomly did distribute these, and I ended up first. I'm sorry.
Of course you did.
I shook them up, and I drew. So when you're placing your workers, there's, like I said, a bunch of different things you want to take into consideration. First of all, this Wanderer right here says you can trade in 2 wind to choose one of these abilities. Get 2 resources and a victory point, get 1 onyx, or get 1 key. Remember, keys are worth points at the end of the game. You can get keys by visiting the Wanderer. You can get 1 key by putting your leader in the center, or you can get a key by surrounding each one of these elementals. If you have 3 pieces surrounding an elemental, you'll get their key. Meaning, I could have 1 figure here, which is adjacent to it, 1 figure in each one of these gates, which is adjacent to it, and I could have 1 figure in the center, which is also adjacent to it. However, some of these pieces cost more. So let's talk about the leader, because I'm going to place my leader. And he's going to cost me 3 energy. So I'm going to go from 11 down to 8. He can actually place in the center. So I'm going to do that. And I'm going to take the key that was there. And when your leader goes into the center, he gets to give 1 influence to every realm. So I just go up 1. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to reach that one, but I go up 1 in every one of these. And then I would trigger any other abilities he has. I can trade in 3 of any gem for an onyx. I'm not going to do that because I like my gems, because you need gems to buy these cards up here. So
you want to talk about all the cards that are out on these boards?
Yeah, so these are cards that you can slot onto your player board if you go there and spend an extra energy in addition to placing the worker. So this guy, no matter where you place him, he will be able to activate the Wanderer, even if you didn't visit the Wanderer. This guy will be able to go to occupied spaces. Actually, there's 2 of those cards out. And then that last card over there says whenever you place a guy, you get to place a caravan. Normally, only your champions can place caravans. However, every time you place a caravan, you're going to get a bonus that's covering it. and it's going to count as one presence with that guardian for the rest of the game. So
precisely.
it can be good to have those
and then
out.
in the center are just you're getting gems.
Yeah,
right?
resources
because
basically.
You need those for other things. And so these cards, when you slot them in, they have to go on one of these people, and they can only once they're there, and underneath, which you guys can't see probably very well on here, but there are two little banners under this guy, only 1, 1, and 2, and none on these guys. So these are the only ones that we can put those cards on where the banners are, and only some of them you can put more than one.
Yeah, but everybody can have enchantments, which are over here.
Indeed. But those are expensive to get.
They are very expensive.
Which I'll probably ask you about those once I have more resources. So,
You know what?
You want to answer?
I think I am going to go back in time and do that trade-in. I was debating whether I was going to do it. So I'm going to use my leader's ability to trade 3 resources in for 1 onyx.
Okay. So let's do this thing. I'm going to use one of my merchants.
Somebody has to go first.
To go here.
I don't know what to
it costs
tell
me
you
1
guys.
energy to use him, and then 1 energy to take this card.
Next time, I'll let you guys choose who goes first. We could put in the comments.
Right.
They don't like that I randomly decided. Oh, which one did you take? The one that lets you do...
Caravans.
And you'll gain 1 influence for placing a merchant there.
Indeed.
So right now we're both tied at 1 influence, huh?
Now, when do we put the things in the center?
Not
That's
till
at the end of the round, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I've played this twice, once on TTS and once in 2-player, and it's been a little while.
I need some green resources.
So my brain might need reminding occasionally.
All right, I'm going to spend... So my merchant costs 1 to use, so I'm going to use 1 energy to place my merchant. I'm going to come out there to join you.
Rude.
Because I can spend 1 influence, or 1 energy there to gain 2 green gems. So I'm going to do that. So, and then I will get 1 influence in that space.
Sure. I need to know, because I can't see them, dear.
Yeah.
I need to know about what's over there in the enchanter spaces.
Well, there's a lot of... I mean, I can just probably... If you're going to go over there, I'll just pass them to you, and you can...
Yeah, I'm thinking about it. Well, I need to know...
Because the text is a little tiny on these, but there are a lot of them.
I just need to know what the resources are so I can...
Like what they cost?
Prepare.
There are a couple that cost like 1 of everything, which we start the game with.
Some of them cost 2.
Some of them cost
these
2.
are actually all pretty affordable comparatively.
Except for that one that costs 2 onyx.
Yeah.
That's not affordable at all. Gator Dave, I cannot crochet. So that would be... I could, I don't know if you've ever, whoever plays much D&D, but man, I swear every D&D session I've ever played in, there is somebody at the table that is like crocheting or knitting. And it's something that I've always been interested in, but I've never learned. All right.
Oh my goodness. So
what you gonna do?
my leader, I'm thinking about placing my leader because why not? I want to place my leader over in the left side of that board, please.
Oh, this one here?
Oh, and the other thing we forgot is that once you place, you can interact with...
Yeah, and that guy lets you turn your influence in for victory points instead. But I took the influence.
For keys, actually.
Yeah, so instead of influence, you can get victory points.
Oh,
that
right.
guy. They're all different. All the elementals.
And then how
have
do you get the
different
key that's on him?
You have to be 3 presents adjacent to them at the end of the round.
Right, okay. So I am doing what there? I spent
he's gonna
1
add
energy plus the 3, so that's 1, 2,
so 4 energy total. He is going to give you 3 influence here because he's a leader. That's good.
And then it says
2 blue or 2...
Which I spent the 1 energy because I want 2 pink, please.
2 wind.
Tornadoes.
2 tornadoes.
All right.
I like that better.
And I get to place a caravan in this figure's realm.
Oh yeah, because you upgraded your leader.
I would like to do that on the...
Extra influence or victory point?
I mean, I've got it right now. It's just dependent if you're going to go there. Yeah, let's do influence.
Okay.
Just to be safe.
All right, now, Kira, you also visited the Wanderer, so you can do the Wanderer's thing and trade in 2 of those wind for 2 of anything else and a victory point, a onyx, or a key. So you have some options if you don't want those winds.
I do want the winds, though, and it's hard to not use the Wanderer while I'm there. Let me look and make sure. Yeah, let's do it.
2 gems?
And I want... Oof.
Yeah, which thing do you want?
I'm going to take a key.
Yeah. I already have one. Now you have one. So.
Indeed.
Um,
You're up, sir.
All right, I'm going to spend...
I burned through a lot of energy just then.
I'm going to spend 2 to place my enchanter here, and I'm going to take this. This is called the Manipulate Stone, and this can go on a merchant or a specialist. You know, they can probably have a little bit better view, too, if you want to show them, like, kind of what a card looks like. So you can kind of see, maybe, that in the upper corner it shows you symbols, and it shows you who you can place this on. And this guy can go on a merchant or a specialist. In this case, I'm going to put him on my merchant.
And what does this little icon mean in the upper right, Ryan? It's got a
That is the
time
points that you're going to score.
Based on the round,
Based
right?
on the round. So I'm going to get 5 points plus whatever round we're in. We're in round 1, so that's just 6 points. And this is called Manipulate Stone. I can spend 1 green to place a caravan in that figure's realm. Then I gain a resource back, and then I activate the Wanderer. So it's like a twofer. However, it does cost me 2 green and 1 or 1 onyx to even purchase. So.
And the 2 that you have to spend there underneath the guy, that's your cost, right? The 2 pink? No, over here.
No, that just means you can get 2 cards if you
want.
Oh,
I see.
But I can't get 2 cards. I can only afford 1. So I'm going to reveal a new enchantment. This one is a green and a purple to gain a green or a purple every time you place them. Interesting.
All right. I am going to hang out over there as well. Okay. So that's
2 energy.
1, 2. And
we're both getting pretty close to our losing energy. Now, you don't have to run out your energy. You can pass at any time. First player is going to change based on who passed with the most energy left. So.
Okay, I want the one that's 1 pink and 1 of anything.
This one right here?
Yep.
Oh, to spend 1 pink to gain a key? Oh, that's pretty good.
Yes.
Okay.
And then...
That's going to get you 1 point because it's 1 point per round, and we're on round 1.
Okay, this has to go on somebody.
A circle or a square.
Circle or a square. Let's put it on...
Your champion?
My champion. And then I can buy a second one. What's that last one say again?
Yeah, you can place this figure in an occupied space if there's an elemental there.
But I think that's it. I think I spent the ones I needed. So I can't... You have to wait to refill that till I'm done, right?
Right.
Okay. So that is my turn.
And this one costs 3 gems anyway.
Sure.
All right, so where do I want to go? Do I have enough left to do everything I want to do? So I'm going to spend 1 to put my merchant out here.
Can I change this?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to put it on merchant instead.
And then I'm going to spend 1 more.
Before I take my next turn.
Am I going to do that, really? And then that means I can't use his special ability. That's fine. I'm going to do that. And it's going to give me 1 influence here. I'm going to get 3 wind gems because that's the power of the space. I'm going to use the power of my worker to spend 1 gem and place 1 thing here. And I'm going to place it here to get a victory point. And then I get to activate the Wanderer even though the Wanderer is not there. And I get 1 gem back. So I'm going to take a blue because I don't have any blue. I really like this card.
Totally
and then Wanderer lets me turn in 2 pink for 2 of anything else. So I'll take an orange and a green and 1 victory point. And then lastly, I get to interact with the Elemental Lord, and he just gives me 1. So I'm just going to take 1 more pink. And that is everything. So you can see that you can really start to combo some of these things together and just trigger a ton of actions on your turn.
I'm frustrated because there's nowhere else to get pink. But if you have influence here, you can...
You can get victory points instead of the influence that you would gain. How much you have? 2. We both have 2 energy left.
Yeah, I mean, I have to either...
Oh, and the enchanter board is full, so neither one of us can go to the enchanter board.
But I could...
Keep in mind something I didn't talk about. I don't know if you saw the objectives.
I'm so stressed.
And we'll score objectives at the end of every round. This one is to have at least 5 of one color. So if you can try to get 5 gems of a color, that's not a bad idea right now. Okay.
I'm going to use him because I can go here.
Yep.
And, well, actually, I'm going to go over... No, yeah, here. Oh, wait. Yes, 2. So 1, 2.
Yep, and he's going to give you 1 in each adjacent realm. So you'll get 1 there.
And then we're tied here.
Oh no, tied.
And that's pretty much all I can do with him, right? Because there's no other, even if I had energy, I couldn't do anything else than just place him there.
That's correct, yeah.
But if I had placed this one, I could have spent a pink, but I didn't have any pink because he blocked me right here.
I want to make sure.
Clearly intentionally.
It doesn't say that in a 2-player game that you don't have. Oh, just that you have to at least have 1 influence there. That's right.
Oh, everybody's commenting on the size. First, do you knit or crochet? That
I know,
was
we
an
were talking
earlier
about
question.
that.
I missed it. I was
We
thinking.
had a whole conversation about crocheting, actually.
All right, so then the new question is, this all seems like a big box for tiny components. I don't actually, I mean, how many players does this play? There's a bunch of stuff.
4. It's not that big of a box.
It's a standard board game box.
It's a standard board game size box, and there are a lot of
Put it sideways
standees.
so they can see you.
Like, it's not.
It's the standees that take up the room for sure.
And it doesn't have a huge table presence. I mean, it's just that you have a lot of standees in there, right? Because each race has all of its own.
This is a 2-player game. It changes.
Yeah, there's more of these boards out with more players.
with more players. So, anywho.
So my question is, how do I get?
Yes, this is it. Because
how do I get to 5 of a resource? Because I've only got 2 purples. Can I get 3 purples anywhere?
No, you just
here.
Yeah.
And I already spent some of those. Well, I could visit that guy again. He'd give me 1. That would only give me 3.
Yeah, if you see the Wanderer.
I could go to the Wanderer.
Or you could get this card and take the Wanderer.
No,
you have 2 energy.
Yeah, but I won't have enough to do both things. So I'm going to basically spend 2 to put my champion somewhere, and he's a square.
We could have used him.
I'm going to put my champion here. So I will go up 1 in this space. And 1 in this one. Not like that really matters, because you're beating me there. And I am out of energy. Are you out of energy?
I am.
Okay, so the first thing we do is we're going to look at each one of these realms, and we're going to see who has the most influence. So for example, here I have the most, so I'm going to get 2 influence markers, or claim markers, that I get to place there. Now Kira did have at least 1, so she technically gets 2nd place, so she gets to put 1 marker there. So that's good. And then over there, is it the same?
Where's my guy?
Yeah, top.
There we
right
go.
there. I think it's the same over there. I think I won that one as well, right?
Yep.
And then, but and if you want to reset that, and then the last one is you're getting 2 over here, and I'm only getting 1. But then we're going to reset all of them. All right, and then we look to see who got the keys. So you're looking at each one of these elements, and you're seeing who has 3 presents there, or adjacent to that space. So for example, this guy, I have 1, 2, 3 presents adjacent to him, so I would get 1 key. Do you have 3? I don't think you came to that guy at all, did you?
To this guy?
Yeah,
no.
You have 1 presence from that guy. And then over here, I have 1, 2, 3 as well, so I would get a 2nd key for that one. I don't know if I'm not counting I don't know what you have, so I didn't.
It's been a while since I played. So the influence is just my guys, not these, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Then the presents or whatever.
Presents, yeah. All right.
All right. Then we're going to look at the achievements and see if either one of us completed either achievement.
Oh, I forgot about those.
This one says have at least 5 of a resource. Neither one of us do. This one says place 3 or more claim tokens this round, and we each did that. So we're both going to get
Here, just trade
4
me for
points.
a 5.
Now, the only reason that you wouldn't really get that is if you had 0, if you never came to a space at all and were at 0, then you wouldn't even get 2nd place. You have to at least have 1 presence to score. These claim tokens will stay out for the rest of the game, but our people will come back to us. And then we're going to see who passed with the most energy. I passed with 0. Did you also pass with 0?
Indeed, I did.
Okay, so turn order just stays the same then. But if you pass even with 1 energy and the other person passes 0, then turn order stays. So these objectives are gone for round 2. And we're going to put out 2 new objectives.
As is the Wanderer card.
This one says, have all of your merchants and specialists out in the realm. So all 3 of your basic people. And this one says, have 2 or more influence in each realm.
With an elemental lord.
And or the Wanderer.
Aren't we supposed to move these guys?
Yeah, we're about to do that. So
don't forget to put the new Wanderer out.
Yep. And then the last thing we're going to do is discard this Wanderer card and get a new one. He wants you to turn in 2 blue, which is water energy, for the same basic things. So then we're going to look at first player. The merchant is going to, or the Wanderer is going to rotate 1 space. And then Kira and I are going to take turns. Each of us is going to get to place one of these. So let me see if we can. I didn't even realize you probably couldn't see all of what I was doing up there from that angle.
They could see a
Most
good
of
amount
it.
of stuff, yeah.
We're going to take turns placing these. They can go in the same spot as the Wanderer, but they cannot go in the same spot as each other, and they cannot go to this realm. This Chaos realm, can never have an element. So...
Your first player?
I'm going to put the guy that gets us things here, which means I guess by default he has to go there. I'm sorry.
I thought you said I get to place one.
Well, there's only one legal spot it can go.
It can go in the same spot.
Oh, can it? As two lords
You
can
just
go to the
said
same...
that.
I said it could go in the same spot as the Wanderer.
Oh, okay. I was listening to you.
It just can't go in this spot here.
Our caravans stay out though, right?
Right. Yep. And then we're going to refill any banners that we didn't buy. So we didn't buy that, or that we did buy. I'm sorry.
All of these are the worst.
Well, these are ones that are going to let you place. So there's not a ton of different banners.
There's
so you
three of the same one out.
But it's a good one. It lets you go where other people are.
Yeah, I suppose.
That can be a really powerful spot. All right, and then we reset back up to 11 energy for the next round.
Okay.
There's
a lot of variety in these cards. It's just weird that we got 3 of them right off the bat.
Right, it just happens sometimes.
All right.
All right, let's see what I want to. I think I want to spend some of my stuff. Oh, and we put one more key out in the middle space for whoever wants to go there.
And they can't accumulate, so if nobody goes there, it'll just stay.
Yep.
And then there could be 2 there to take the next time.
All right, which one of these do I want?
All right, favorite
I'm gonna
element.
send my
Tell us in the
enchanter up here.
comments.
Yeah, well, you guys are talking about your favorite. Ooh, I know my favorite element.
Which one?
Earth.
Aw.
I love some earth bending.
If we're talking Avatar, yeah, Earth is my favorite because she's the best.
I'm going to spend 3 resources to get this one. That lets me get 2 victory points. I'm sorry, 3, the round number plus 1, and we're on round 2. This will let me spend one resource to get 1 energy back, and I'm going to put it on this merchant here because it can go in a circle. And then I could buy, pardon me, I could buy a second one if I wanted to spend all of my resources, which I don't want to do. So I'm just going to leave that as that, and we're going to get a new one. And that
What
was
does the second one say again over there?
This one right here?
Mm-hmm.
Spend a wind, water, and influence or energy to gain 2 influence in this realm.
Ooh,
So 2 extra influence, but it does cost.
that's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty.
Yeah, it can be expensive. I wouldn't say that the pieces are any tinier than any other game. Maybe it's just because we're looking at it from so far away.
Yeah, I don't
But
know.
I mean, these...
You had it on this view when they were
Yeah,
saying
I
that.
wouldn't say that they're any tinier than anything else. But that's just my personal opinion.
Sure. Let's see here. I would like to... Blarg.
I know it's a lot to think about.
Yeah. Let's go here. So that's going to cost me 2 energy to move him. 1, 2. And then 1 energy
For his
to
space.
get 3 wind.
All right.
And then another energy. Boop. What is this?
To place a caravan down?
Yeah, to place a caravan. But what's this one? This
That's if you're on a gate.
Oh, right. You just get influence energies and realms. So I'm going to go here and we get 2
2 more purple?
purple.
And he's going to give you, since he's your champion, he gives you 2 influence in the realm he goes to. So, or you can take 2 victory points instead. That's this god's ability.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know.
Plus, you can activate the Wanderer if you have 2 blue gems.
Which I don't.
Okay.
Because there was no blue to get here.
Yeah, makes sense. Well, there's no blue really anywhere. Dang.
There is.
Over there in the chaos?
Mm-hmm. Trying to see where else there might be. Nope, that's it. You can get orange over there.
Yeah, why don't I do that? I'm going to put my merchant over there. My merchant costs 1 energy. I will spend a second energy to get 2 blue. And then I will use my ability to interact with the Wanderer. I'm sorry. So I get to do 2 blue for 2 of anything else. Let's make them green and 1 victory point. I'm going to spend 1 green to put a caravan here, which gets me 1 victory point. Gain 1 resource. So let's just gain another blue. And then my last ability was to spend 1 resource to gain 1 energy back. So I will do that. Why not? And he gives me 1 there. So again, loading up all your abilities on one guy, like loading up him with customizable worker spots, it can be pretty good.
It can.
Yeah.
This is going to be kind of expensive, but I'm going to go to the same spot as you because he can.
Yeah.
That's his ability if I spend 2 energy. So I spend 1 for him, 1, 2 for that, and then another 1 to get blue.
2 blue?
And I also get an additional influence for you doing this. So I get 2 influence in that area.
All right. What do I want to do? Do I actually want to go visit the merchant for real? Let's do that. So I'm going to come over here. I'm going to spend 2 energy for that. 1 for him, 1 to use the ability of the space, which is to take the banner of the Wanderer, which lets him activate the Wanderer no matter where he is. And then I'm going to get 1 influence there. And I can't, that's it. That's all I get to do there.
It is all you get to do there. So,
people didn't say what their favorite element was. Either that or my comments froze, which has happened
it
before,
looks
actually.
like it's... Nope. They just stopped talking. All right.
Dun, dun, dun.
Let's use this guy and go... I kind of want to like...
Hi, Andrew.
What's up, Andrew? So I'm going to use 2. 1, 2. And I'll take the 3 fire.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Yup. And his ability is just gain 1 resource, right?
Yep.
So I'll take another blue.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well, since nobody's done it yet, I'm going to put my leader out in the center and take so I could take that key. But that costs me 3.
A lot.
But it gives me 1 influence in every realm because that's the leader's ability.
I got influence there too, didn't I?
Oh, yeah. Can you give me 1 as well while you're there?
No.
Oh, okay. Then I could trade in 3 resources for an onyx. I don't think I'm going to do that. I actually like having my...
Oh, I got to do this. Spend 1 of these for a key. Boop.
Oh, nice.
Because I placed that guy.
Yeah, you probably want to do that. Keys are good.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So that was my leader.
Okay. I'm going to... Like, why would you put a guy in the middle over there?
Oh, middle over where?
Of that board.
On this board?
Yeah.
Just if you need to get the influence in there and those other spots are taken?
Yeah, but it's not going to give you 3 presents for any of this stuff, right?
No, it's not.
I only have 1 energy left, so wherever I'm going, that's just why I'm going there. That's it. So...
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to have 3 presents either unless maybe I can figure out a way to do that.
1, 2, 3, sure. We'll go here. Which cost me my last energy.
Yep.
And I'm not buying the card, so...
It just gives you an influence?
Yup.
All right. That's not bad. And it lets you activate the Wanderer.
Oh, it does. And I can only do that once.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll spend the 2 blue to get... how much are keys worth?
Whoever has the most gets 20 points.
Oh, that's right. I will take a key.
All right. Man, I think we're tied with keys now. All right, I'm going to spend 2 to put up my champion here.
Andrew's building snowmans on his lunch break with Max, Toothless Max, his son, I imagine. Or were you just doing it by yourself?
And that's all. I don't have enough to activate any of his other abilities.
But where'd you go?
I just went to the gate
sure.
in between.
So you got your influences.
Are you out of energy? Because I still have 1 more.
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay, I have 1 more. So I'm going to put my specialist out here. Unfortunately, I can't take that, but it will give me 1 of these. And let me interact with that guy, which is going to give me 1 resource. So I'll take a green.
I mean, he helped.
I think that's it for me because we're both at 0, right?
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to go through again, round 2, and do the same thing. We're tied here, so we each get 1. This is going to drop back down. I don't know what we are over there.
You're ahead, so I get 1, you get 2.
So a thing to balance in this game is like once you get ahead, it becomes less valuable to keep going to the same place. But then that gives your opponent the chance to come back up over there. And we're both tied here, so we each get 1, meaning you are still in the lead there as well. So congrats. And then these are going to all reset back to 0. And then we're going to look at keys. So I think I get 2. I've got 1, 2, 3. I've actually got 4 presents on this guy. And I've got 1, 2, 3 presents on that guy. So I'll give you 1 key back if you could give me a 3.
There's a 3?
Yeah. It looks like 3 keys crossed.
Oh, I see it.
Thank you.
Okay.
And then what about you?
I have 3 here.
Yep. So you'll get a key for that. And then do you have 3 over there? No, just 1.
Nope.
All right.
I need to get a caravan out over there. Yep.
So then we're going to look at our goals. Did you have all of your merchants and specialists out?
I do.
You do. So you're going to get 4 points.
You also do that.
I think I do as well. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. So 4 points. And I'll take 4 points. All right, and then the second one, have 2 or more influence in every realm that has a lord. Oh, we all had that though. Because it was just 2 here and 2 there.
Yep.
And you and I both had 2. So here, I'll give you one of those ones back. And I'll give a 1 back as well. All right, so then that's the end of the round.
Yep. So
did we both end with 0 energy again?
Yeah. So you're going to do the thing.
Do the thing. The new objective.
Move the timer.
The new objectives say have 3 or more onyx in your supply at the end of the round, and place a caravan in 3 different realms this turn. Not have them placed, but place them this round, which means both of us have to place all 3 of our leftover caravans.
That seems crazy and difficult. Are you sure that's what that is? Okay. And then we get a new wanderer.
It's not that difficult. Or maybe it is just have placed 3. I don't know. I could look it up. Because you're right. Now that I say it out loud, I'm like, wait a minute. That is really difficult.
Do we get a new wanderer?
Yeah, we'll get a new wanderer card. And the wanderer is going to move over here. We're going to be able to reassign these people. And the new wanderer card says he wants green this time. I'm going to put this guy here.
Okay.
And then we'll put another key in the center. And then, boop. All right.
All right. So he wants 2 green, you said?
He does want 2 green. There's
all right.
no spot to put a caravan there. So I need 1 caravan out. So I'm going to use my, we reset back to 11 energy.
Oh, right.
So this is round 3 out of 4. Yeah, every piece has a special name. We have our merchants, our specialists, our leaders, our champions, and our enchanters. And they're all differently shaped, kind of different shape bases. So the specialist and the merchant have the same base. I'm going to spend 1 to place my merchant. Oh, we need to refill this card.
Question. If I put my leader in the center,
yeah,
I can put a caravan anywhere,
no,
right?
No, only where he goes.
Oh, there's no caravan spots in the center, right. Ryan.
Exactly. I'm going to come here. So that cost me 1, which I paid. And then it's going to cost me another 1 to take this card, which is to place a caravan, but it's not going to go on him. And then I will get to trigger, I did the space ability, then his abilities. Spend a green to place a caravan in the realm. So I'm going to go here. And get
so people can see what you're doing a little
2
better?
Influence, sure. If you can see it. So I'm going to get 2 influence here. And then I can just gain 1 resource. So I'm going to gain a green. I had to spend a green for that. So it doesn't really matter. So I can't actually activate the Wanderer, which is sad. But I will spend 1 to get 1 energy back. So that puts me back up to 10.
Cool beans, cool beans, cool beans. Can you put... Actually, what is that? 2 versus 3. I'm going to go here. Yeah. Boop. I'm going to spend 1 energy to move him, 1 energy to get 2 green.
2 green. Yep.
And I get to spend 1 pink.
To gain a key?
To gain a key.
Yeah, that's really good. That is a really good one. We need to have 3 onyx in our supply. I don't see that happening for me. But I can potentially place all of my
Well, I get to activate the Wanderer, right?
Oh, yeah, because you're at the Wanderer spot.
So
2 green.
I'm going to use 2 green to get an Onyx, I guess.
Yeah. They're worth extra points at the end of the game, too.
Lots of points. Yep.
I kind of want that space that you took. So I'm going to use my specialist to come over to this space here. Oh, he already has 2 banners on him. I can't get another banner. Hold on. Rewind that. Oh, but I can do this. I can spend 2 to bring my enchanter over here and buy this one for 2 energy or 2 gems of any color. That lets me place this figure in an occupied space, and I'm going to slot that onto my merchant. Now, each one of these figures can have a certain number of...
That would have been Ryan, too. So people are asking about the enchanters thing. I didn't have an enchanter out, so you would have stayed first player.
Yeah, if we're tied, it goes to whoever has the first enchanter there. But that hasn't...
You need to refill that.
...come up yet. Because last time I was the only one there, and then last time no one was there, and if no one's there, it just stays the same.
Right.
So.
What are you doing?
I think that's it.
Yes. Okay. So, which one of those has valuable points on it?
Got me some kind of points. It got me points for the realm number, round number.
And these don't count as banners, right?
That's correct. But you can only have 3 things attached to any given worker at a time.
Okay.
So my merchant is maxed out.
Tell me about points over there.
Well, this is going to be 5 points. This is going to be 9 points, but it costs 2 onyx. This is going to be 3, 4, 5, and 3 because they're all some amount of points plus the round number.
All right. I suppose.
Really, so if you want to be first player, the best thing to do is just try to rest with 1 or 2 energy left, and then you're almost guaranteed to be, unless the other player like really wants to end with like 3 left, which probably not smart. So there are ways to like claim the first player marker for sure.
Okay, I'm gonna put this filler right there. So that's 1, and then I'm gonna spend another 1 to get 2 green.
This space here?
Yep. 2 green, please.
Yep. You have a lot of resources.
I do.
You're gonna be able to enchant anything you want.
Perhaps.
All right. Are you done?
I believe that's all I can do, correct? Don't I get an influence, though?
You will get an influence, I'm sorry.
I should have gotten one here, too. Boop.
All right, I'm going to come to the same space you are in because that's my new power. That's going to cost me 1. And then the space I can spend 1 to get 2 green, which I'll do. And then I get to activate the Wanderer, so I'll spend 2 green to get 2 resources, so a green and a green, purple, and a victory point. And I get to place 1 of these in the realm, so I'll put it, let me put it here actually to get 2 fire, because he's just going to give me 1 influence there. So 1 influence, kind of hard to reach. And then my other ability, so then I actually get to interact with him, which I could get victory points instead of, and I don't want that. And then I get to interact with the Wanderer because the Wanderer is there. So I'm going to spend 2 green this time to get 1 onyx. And that is everything for me.
Cool.
That was all my abilities.
All right, I'm going to go here. That's going to cost me 2.
Yep.
1, 2, plus 1 to get that card.
Yep.
Yeah, this probably seems weird, but
No, I mean,
it makes it cheaper.
Yeah.
That's going to give me 2 influence.
Mm-hmm.
So 1, 2. And then I'm also going to spend an energy to place a caravan, which gives me more influence. And I can activate the Wanderer.
Mm-hmm. 2 greens?
For an onyx.
Oh, nice. So you're going for the 3. You're almost there.
I am. Okie dokie.
All right. Well, again, no one's done it. So I'm going to spend 3 to put my leader in the middle and take the key. Which is going to give me 1 influence everywhere, which isn't...
So is that Jeremy or David?
Saying blah?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's not me.
I don't know who it is. I don't know what that is in reference to either. All right. That is it. I placed my guy. I spent my influence or my energy.
Okay.
So I've got 3 left, Kara, just so you know.
I'm going to spend 1 to put my friend here in the center.
Oh, we're all going to the same exact spot.
Yep. I'm going to spend 1 to take the 2 green.
Yep.
And that gave me influence there.
Oh, it's Jeremy Howard forgetting he was logged into MvM.
Ah.
Hi, Jay. What's up, man?
Okay. And then I also get to activate the Wanderer.
Yeah.
For an Onyx.
Yep. So that's your 3rd one, right?
Yes, it is. What sucks is I only have 1 energy left.
Well, I cannot go to that same space that you're in. I don't think I can go there at all.
Just stacked it up.
But I really do want to interact with the Wanderer, but there's really no way for me to do that.
That's why I bought this card. I was like, I just need to be able to be more flexible.
So how do I want to do this? You have 1 energy left.
Do you want to switch the camera back?
Oh, there's 1 spot theoretically I could go to, and I could take that little go anywhere card. Sure. I'll spend 1 to go here.
I just want to know why he said blah now.
She's going to give me 1 influence.
Why isn't he going to tell us?
I don't know. And then I'm going to spend 2. I'll spend 1, 2, no, 1 to put out this caravan and get a victory point. Kind of. There's a lot of guys on that one board. Mm-hmm. And then I could interact with the Wanderer. I don't. And actually the influence that he would give me, which is 1 influence, I'm just going to take as a victory point instead because I'm not going to catch up with you there.
Oh, I forgot about this guy.
That lets you take a victory point instead of influence.
Oh, right. I have tons of influence there, so I'll just keep it.
All right, and that's me.
I'm done.
So you're passing?
I'm passing, which means I have energy left, which means I get to go
you will be the first player, but first we're still going to do the influence. So I have the most here, so I'm going to put 2 down. You'll get 1.
I have no influence.
Because you have none there.
Yeah.
And then you're winning there, so you'll get 2, and I'll get 1. I'm almost out of these tokens, but we only have 1 round left.
And
anyway,
they are...
So it doesn't matter.
That you can take them from other realms, I think.
Yeah, and shuffle them
if
around.
you want.
And then over here we tie, so we each get 1. So you're still in the lead there. Boop. All right, let's distribute keys then. I've got 1, 2, 3 presents on this guy, and I've got 3 presents on both of them. I don't know. Do you as well?
I easily have 3 on that one. I don't have 3 on this one. I see.
So you give me. I'm going to give you 1 back if you could give me a 3.
Go.
I got to make up for that one that just gives you a key every time you play it. So.
Indeed.
All right, and then we'll look at the objectives. Do you have 3 or more Onyx?
I do.
You do, so you're going to get 4 points. Are there more 5s in here? Can you give me a 1 back? And then have 3. Have them placed in 3 different realms, which we both do. So we're both going to get.
Give me another
4
5
points for that.
Okay.
1 and 1 from me and you. All right, so that's the end of the realm, or end of the round. We're actually going to swap. See, look at that. The new Wanderer for the 4th round wants Onyx. Oh no! And he's going to give you 5 of anything or 3 victory points for your Onyx, which is pretty great. First objective: win with 5 or more influence in a space. And this one is have 3 or more figures with both an enchantment and a banner. I definitely don't have that. You want to put 1 banner out there?
Sure.
This banner
is a Wanderer.
Gives you an energy back. So
these are mine.
this guy comes back. We go back up to 11. Thank you.
Yours, mine.
Thank you. And you get to the Wanderer is going to rotate, and then you get to choose where each one of these guys goes.
I'm fine with them staying where they are.
All right.
Alrighty.
You're first player this time.
I am. Oh, I like that. I'm going to go here for 1 energy. Mm-hmm. Whoops, I forgot to reset my energy.
Oh, yeah, so did I. No, I did. Back to 11.
So 1 and then 1 to get this card.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Do I want to put it on him or do I want to put it on this one? This one, this one. Okay. And this card will let me gain an energy when I use this character, my leader. That's it. That's all there is. Oh, I get influence though. Boop.
Okay, I'm going to come here. Can you hand me that?
Still waiting for
Let's
everybody
spend
to
2
tell
for
us
that.
what their favorite element is.
And instead of taking the influence there, I'm going to take the victory point.
Oh, and I got a resource, didn't I? Give me a resource of some sort. Give me a green. I have no greens.
All right, and then I can place 1 caravan there, which I'm out of caravans, and I get to activate the Wanderer. So I will do that. I'll spend my Onyx to get 5 resources. And what do I want? Definitely want a green and an orange, or a green and a pink, because I don't have much of that, and then 2 blue. So that's 4. And then 1 more. How about 1 more green? Sure. That was me activating the Wanderer. Of course, I'm out of Onyx now, so. Oh, we need to put another key back in the center.
Sure. All right. So I'm not catching up in the last round here. Unlikely.
Yeah, but this one is the contest. You're winning this one. I could potentially come back and tie you there. I'm winning this one, and that's the battleground right now.
Sure.
So that could go either way.
It could. So yeah, let's do that. Let's go ahead and do this.
Yep. That's going to be 3 there, right?
Yeah, you have to spend 3, but really only have to spend 2. 1, 2, because he gains 1. Then I get to place a caravan there.
Yep. So you're actually going to gain 4 influence there.
4.
That's really good.
And then I could have done that. I'm not. And then I did that, and I can use his ability. So I can take 3 resources and turn them into an Onyx. I have a lot of resources. So I'm going to take 3 orange and make an Onyx, please.
Yep, that's a good one.
Thank you.
That's a lot of points at the end of the game. I am going to visit here with the Enchanter. I'm going to do 1 red, or 1 orange, 1 blue, 1 pink to get Storm Armor, which is going to get me 6 points because it's 2 plus the round number, which is round 4. So 6 points, and it can go on a circle, so that's great. I'll put it on my Specialist, and then I can do 1 more. So let's do this one for a green and a blue. And it can also go on a Specialist. And that's going to get me just the round number of points. So that's 4 points.
Cool beans. All right. Can you refill those?
Yeah. Spend 1 to gain 2 green, and spend 3 of anything to gain
Fire
1 of
Nation.
each. Wow, that's pretty good. But it costs 2 Onyx to get that one.
Okay, which one is the most points?
Well, that one's the most points. That's 10 points for that one card.
And I have to spend 2 Onyx?
Yeah, and this one is also 2 Onyx. These are both 10 points. You could get 20 points just from those 2 cards.
Yeah, let's do that.
I don't know why I'm telling you that, but it is good for you.
Well, I can't see, so you
but it's
have
going
to
to
tell me
cost you
something
all
want
4
to.
Onyx to
Yep.
do that.
I don't mind.
And that's 20 points. So I'm just going to give you 2 10s.
I'm gonna go here, and this is the deal, right?
Yeah.
I can't like separate them out,
You
even
can.
though I
You
already
can put
did
them
that.
wherever you want.
So that would have been spend 3 and gain 1. I don't care about that right now. Okay.
All right. Oh, you know what? I didn't spend my 2
And also
energy for that
refill.
person. Yeah, though we can't buy anymore because there's no more spots to go in a 2-player game.
Oh, that's
Unfortunately.
right. Boo-hoo.
I'm going to send my Specialist here for 1 energy, and then I'll spend another to take this Banner of Unity and place it on the Specialist, which is whatever.
Did I buy that card and not grab it?
I think I don't know if you bought it. No, I don't remember if you bought it or not. Count up how much energy you have spent. Because it was 3, 4, 5.
I should have bought it because I was
Yeah,
trying
so
to
you're
go
1
for
short,
the thingy.
So then, yeah, get it.
Okay.
Um,
So I have the right amount of energy.
You're going to gain 1
right,
green and 1 blue.
Ryan?
Yes.
Okay.
And then spend 1 pink, 1 blue, and 1 energy to gain 2 extra in this realm. I don't know that I need 2 in this realm. Because he's already providing me with 1 on his own.
Mm-hmm.
And I can spend 2 energy to get 2 more. I'm not going to do that. That's me.
Okay. Let's see. I was like, why is my guy sitting there and there's nothing to grab? Or there's a thing to grab still. Let's see. I can't
It's getting intense. We're getting towards the end of the game.
I can place this person in occupied space, but I don't know why I would do that at this point. Let's just go here in the center.
In the center?
Actually, yeah. Why don't you put me in one of the... Let's see, I don't have any...
That costs 1 energy.
Put it on the other one. So 1 and 1. Plus I spend a pink to get a key. And you gave me my influence.
I did.
And then that goes away. And then I can interact with the Wanderer, but I don't have any Onyx left anymore. And that's okay. That's it. That's everything. I guess I could have tried to buy... Oh, I did. Never mind.
Okay.
So I have a decent amount of
where do I need influence?
Energy right now.
I'm going to spend 1 to come here. And spend 1 more to get 2 blues. Then I'm going to trigger all of his stuff. So I can activate the Wanderer, which sucks because I don't have any Onyx. I can place a thing here, which sucks because I can't... I'm sorry, it's this guy. Yeah, that's it. I can't do any of these things except spend 1 resource to gain 1 energy back, which I will do. That I can do. All right, that's it for me.
Okay. So I have 1, 1, 1. I have 3 energy left.
That give me 1 influence there.
So, blarg. I'm 1 energy short for what I want to do. Let's put... this guy in that center one for 1 energy.
That's going to get you 1 influence? Okay. Interesting. I'm going to put my leader here. Actually, I'm going to put him here for 3.
Okay.
I'm not going to spend to get anything. I'm just going to put him there. I guess it doesn't matter. I might as well. He's going to give me 3 influence there. 1, 2, 3. Which, you know what? I can't win that. I'm going to take 3 victory points. And then I'll spend 1 to get 3 fire, which I will just use his ability to immediately turn him for 1 Onyx. All right.
Okay.
That's me.
So I won't get to 3 over here. So why don't I put this guy for 2 right there.
Yep,
and he's going to give me 1 in each. Yep.
1 and 1. And I'm out of energy.
I am as well.
All right, so let's look at each one of these. We're tied, so we each get 1. Okay.
I'm going to get 2 here.
And I guess...
get 0.
Because I'm at 0?
Yep.
Yep. And then over here, you get 2 and I get 1.
So I'll take 1 from here to put 2
Yeah,
over
so
there.
will I, because I don't have any more, but this wasn't going to change the way this works. All right.
All right.
All right, then we're going to look at keys. So I have both of them, so I get 2 keys. So I'll give you 1 back, and you can give me 3. So I have 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. So I have 3 on both.
I have 1.
Okay, and then we're going to look at objectives here. Did either one of us earn a claim with 5 points? No.
With 5.
Were you at 5 here, or were you at 4? Because I couldn't remember if you were at 4 or 5.
Well, I placed a carrot. No, that was the last round. So I placed my leader, which would have given me 3.
And then your placement gave you 1 more.
My other placement gave me 1 more.
So 4.
And then he would have given me 1 more.
What other place? You only you went there twice.
Oh, I don't have another guy. Oh, that's your guy.
Yep. So this guy gave you 3 in that. Because
yep,
I thought
that's 4.
And then do we each have 3 or more figures with a banner?
Yes.
And an enchantment.
So here's a 1.
All right. So 5 for me, 5 for you.
Okay.
All right.
Now.
Let's, I'm going to sort these out. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to make 50. I just don't want to have to count a ton at the end. All right, so now we're going to look at each one of these areas and see who has the most control. I definitely have the most here, so I'm going to get 20 points for that. But you are second, and you did have some there, so you're still going to get 10.
Okay.
Coming over there, you definitely have the most. So you're going to get 20. And I'm going to get 10. And then coming over to the last one, it's definitely you still for 20, and I'll get 10. All right, and then we're going to look at keys. I have 11.
You definitely won that. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
All right, so I get 20 for that.
And I get 10.
And you get 10. And then 1 point for every gem that's left.
So I get
so I have 6 for
6
that.
as well.
We both had 6, huh?
Uh-huh.
And then 3 for every onyx you have left.
Which I have
0. 1, which is 3.
I spent all mine so I could
Let
get
me
20
let
points.
me double check and make sure. I don't think that's any points from claims, points from keys, points from gems, point from onyx. That's it, and then we just count it all up. Dun dun. I don't know. $120.
111.
Oh, that was so close. I thought you got so much from those claims.
Yeah.
I thought that was going to be... That was 9-point difference, though.
Yeah, I'm not complaining.
No, that was... I don't know. I really thought you had me because of that getting...
It was the keys, because you were stacking keys. If I had... I started on keys, but you went so hard on keys.
Well, I made sure that I had...
Up on it.
I just, from the beginning of the game, I was like, I'm going to make sure that I get 3 keys, or 2 keys every time at least. And I went to the center a lot with my leader to
but
take
I wanted
that
to use him to place caravans, which worked well for me, honestly.
So, what do you think? I think it's a cool game. I like that the abilities can become bigger. I mean, there's definitely a lot going on. But
yeah.
I did like that idea of, like, you place one guy and you're like, I get to do 7 things on my turn, and you're just, like, doing a whole bunch of cool stuff.
I liked it with more players better,
Yeah,
but I do
sure.
like that the 2-player, the scaling in this works really well. So it's not that I wouldn't play it at 2-player. I like it at 2-player. I just liked it better at 3.
Yeah,
I think more than 3 actually might be too much for me. As far as stuff going on.
I've played it at 4, and I didn't think it was too bad, but you're right, there is a lot going on. 3 is probably my preferred player count as well, but as a 2-player game, it's not bad. It's definitely different because we both probably could have done things a little different out here. Because, like, when you're winning by...
you're not letting them see what you're doing.
I'm sorry,
you're
you're right.
pointing at stuff they can't see.
Well, we had the shot up, but it's okay because we're already a little bit over. So that is Gates of Mara. So we're going to give away a copy of this that we have.
So be sure to comment in the comments right now if you're watching live. If you're watching this on the replay, be sure to comment in below the description in the comments there, and you will be entered to win this copy, which we will announce on our next stream.
Yes.
Which is
Christmas
Eve.
Christmas Eve next Wednesday. Still same time, but we're going to do something a little special. So you'll get more details
it's Santa's,
when we post it.
What's the game? Santa's?
Well, we were debating still. I want to hear the comments. Because there was Santa's Workshop.
Everybody said Santa's Workshop.
But there's also the Christmas Welcome, too. So there's... who knows? We might do a special. I like Santa's Workshop.
We should probably play Santa's Workshop. But if you guys, whatever. You guys comment, and if we see...
Yeah, Christmas Eve is not... It's the day before Christmas Eve, by the way.
Is it?
Christmas Eve is Thursday, I believe.
Whatever. It's close.
It's very close to Christmas
I'm just saying Christmas Eve because our first ever stream was on Christmas Eve.
Technically, yes.
So we're like a day early of our
just about close to Christmas Eve. It's still close enough to be holiday.
It is.
And we're going to celebrate all holidays, not just Christmas.
We'll have our decorations where you can actually see them.
It doesn't really matter what day it is. So that's
it.
exciting. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching.
Yeah, and thank you to Game Toppers, as always, for all this. We'll have some fun stuff to show you next week for that as well. And we will see you next time.
Next week. Bye everybody.